So I said, good morning to all of you. It's indeed a great pleasure to participate in this significant event this morning. The director has been, of course, updating me periodically on this and all the major initiatives that have been going on in this emerging institute, IIT Guwahati. First of all, I want to very humbly and respectfully thank the Mehta Family Foundation for their generosity, for their vision, and for their patriotism and love for our motherland, India. So thank you, Rahulji, and all your colleagues who are helping you to do such a wonderful task. And of course, thank you for selecting IIT Guwahati. I, of course, salute the vision. A lot of us travel around the world and learn wonderful things and want to bring back that glory to Bharat, to India. And so I again respectfully thank everybody who has followed your championship, Rahulji, and of course for selecting IIT Guwahati to be your partner. So at IIT Guwahati, and Vijay, I'm sure you're aware of it, and other colleagues also, but more so for Rahulji and Vijayji. At IIT Guwahati, our strategy exactly is synergistic with what we are actually manifesting to do today. And the previous director and now the enthusiastic colleague, Professor Sitaram, has led the faculty, energized the faculty at IIT Guwahati to do similar things. Essentially, as you all will know, Vijay and Rahulji, after the 5 major IITs were created in India with partnerships from 5 developed economies, IIT Guwahati was the 6th IIT, which was an initiative taken by our government. So IIT Guwahati in a way is slightly different. It didn't have the support and the umbrella and the care and the nurture and the transfer and the philanthropy and the support like the 5 previous IITs had. But I think it's been wonderfully successful, as you all can see, because it's emerged as, after the 5 old IITs, it's emerged as the 6th prestigious emerging universities of our country. So I think something has been done right. And I think all our colleagues, the current director and the whole faculty membership and the students and research scholars and people in the past have actually made this happen. So wonderful choice, Rahulji. I'm sure you will be very happy and feel the pride over years as your collaboration with our institute graduates and emerges. A lot has been said about the importance of data science and artificial intelligence. And so, and all of us are learned, I don't have to tell you more. It is one of the many emerging new interdisciplinary programs which the future generation of the world should understand better so that they can participate and contribute for the development of mankind. So I think it's very, very nice that this has been done, and obviously at the undergraduate level. The most relevant example today, and on top of everybody's mind, is this dreadful pandemic, as they call it, correct? Pandemic is normally word, but the pandemic which is going around the world, COVID virus and its manifestation. So data science and artificial intelligence, although we say it's being practiced, and I may be ignorant, so please excuse me for that, and I'd be happy to be educated if I have said something out of place. But in spite of the wonderful analysis, research in the fields of data science and artificial intelligence, you know, doing simple things like clinical trials on human beings, dose of vaccine or dose of medicines in patients affected with COVID is still done the old-fashioned way by medical practitioners. It would have been wonderful if data science and artificial intelligence could have been used in predicting the outcomes of various trials and the time which has been spent and the billions of dollars which have been spent in discovering yet a possible solution for this infective virus would have been possible. So it's really, really, truly a lot talked about, and at least for the common man, still a dream. So I am very excited that the young emerging university, IIT Guwahati, will benefit by developing undergraduate students over the next 3-4 years when the first batch comes out, and so on, and be one of the pioneers in our country, and for which I thank all the professors and, of course, the championship, Rahulji, and the Mehta Foundation. And Sitaram has been keeping me updated on all the developments. I particularly want to, so all in all, I want to thank and appreciate the gesture. And I know my colleagues at IIT Guwahati will be more than enthusiastic, as Rahulji have always already experienced, will be more than enthusiastic to participate and take this forward. Not only in the undergraduate program, but many more programs. I'm sure when you interact with Sitaram, he will translate the strategy which we have put in place for the last 4 or 5 years at IIT Guwahati. International collaborations in research for with international faculty, department to department collaborations. And I have tried to influence our various leadership teams, and I think over time it may happen. But I think for India to become a knowledge hub with the great manpower and the intelligence levels that we have with the Indian population, I think collaborative research at individual level, professor level, department level, discipline level, and institution level is the only way for us to rapidly catch up. And I know Vijay, with all his enthusiasm, Vijay Raghavanji, with all his enthusiasm in a very significant portfolio, is managing and championing this initiative with the help of all the leaders of our country. I also want to thank all the professors based out of America for their wonderful interest, professors, especially professors of Indian origin, who really love to pay back to the great nation, the great Hindustan, the great Bharat that we have. And so I'm thankful to Rahulji, but also all his team members who are helping us at IIT Guwahati in India to make programs like this into reality. I did allude to something which is on top of all our minds, even simple thing like distribution of devices and PPE and oxygen. If data science and artificial intelligence would have been developed, which we know, unfortunately, we are not, it could ease out all the tensions and, make India combat this second wave. The ratios in India, because we are a large population, second largest population in the world, the first largest population, I think we don't know what's happening, but second largest population in the world. So of course the numbers are very high, and I'm very, very confident that our government in India is working, round the clock, and our colleagues, Professor Vijay Raghavan is very familiar with what's going on, and I'm sure he will give you assurances that, it's the same, almost the same proportion. But just because our population is 10 and 20 and 50 times different parts of the different countries of the world, the numbers are overwhelming. I know it's a very sad situation, and we will all get out of this situation much faster, much better. So again, I'm very thankful. I'm amazed with the progress that has been made. I look forward to the beginning of this program, undergraduate. I invite Rahulji and his team to visit the wonderful campus. Rahulji, IIT Guwahati is ranked as, and Sitaram, you can correct me, as the leading, if not the first, aesthetically and naturally amazing campuses among all IITs in India. So do visit. It's a different world, and I'm sure you'll be charmed by the beauty, but also the genuineness of all the hardworking faculty and postdoctoral students at the campus. I am, of course, fortunate. Before the COVID period, used to be a regular visitor. In the last year or so, it's just been challenging. But we also look forward to inviting you later this year, hopefully when things would be stable. So once again, I thank the Mehta Family Foundation for their generosity. I salute their vision. Thank you, Sitaram, for leading you and all our faculty members as we do in following our strategy of excellence at IIT Guwahati, and that is manifested in the ranks that you jump every year. I want to reassure Professor Vijay Raghavan, a dear friend of mine, that we are doing very well. The professors are working very hard. Please help them. I know all the political leadership is very fond of Guwahati, but I know, and so are you. So Vijay, please have your virtual meetings with Sitaram and faculty, enthuse them. I know you're a wonderful motivator, Vijay. And please continue to support them. There are wonderful things happening at IIT Guwahati, which needs recognition. And of course, these last 3 or 4 centers, which needs to be inaugurated, blessings of the leadership, the Prime Minister. Please make that happen. They're a very enthusiastic group of scientists and teaching faculty, which you know that from your heart. And I'm sure once you maybe allocate a little more time. You're a very busy person. Allocate a little more time with Professor Sitaram and his faculty. You will be amazed with the energy level that these guys have at Guwahati. So all in all, I want to thank, of course, the Mehta Foundation for their generosity. I am blessed to be present at this momentous occasion of signing of the MoU, which is the first step to actually making these things happen. And I wish this a grand success. Of course, just support from all of us at the BOG at IIT Guwahati. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good evening to our friends in the US, and good morning to all of us in India. Professor Vijay Raghavan, Professor Sitaram, Rahul, Chairman Modi, I am very delighted, despite having a very sober and devastating news coming from India of the pandemic. I'm very happy that we have assembled today for this MoU signing for the Mehta Family Foundation School of Data Science and Artificial Intelligence at IIT Guwahati. So as we realized that this center not only rests on the academic initiatives of the institute, director, and the faculty involved, but it also rests on the noble gesture and the philanthropy of the foundation that has shown through these times and have supported quite a number of academic initiatives and research centers across India. So I was trying to look at IIT Guwahati and what has been on the anvil in recent past. I was happy to see that there is a cooperation with CDAC for the National Supercomputing Mission. And I was also happy to note, or I know that you also have a technology innovation hub for underwater exploration supported by the National Mission for Cyber Physical Systems. So as Professor Vijay Raghavan was pointing out, that if we were to bring in sentinel collection points of, say, underwater exploration or such points where we can collect data, I think it is going to fit very well into the overall scope of things that are going to be supported by the supercomputing mission and also by the technology innovation hub. So I think that is going to come to fruition because I know IIT Guwahati. I have been to IIT Guwahati, having known many colleagues, many former students of IIT Kanpur who are presently at IIT Guwahati. So just to look at the data science part, we know that there is a deluge of data coming from everywhere. So what is required now as we develop the human capacity in data science and artificial intelligence domain is that how we extract information out of these data sets, and also how the information is then transformed into action. So that I'm pretty sure IIT Guwahati has the capabilities and the right intention to transform research and build a robust framework for a responsible AI. So finally, my felicitations to IIT Guwahati for entering into this new phase of academic initiative, academic ambience, which is supported by the Mehta Family Foundation. But just to add here, that having interacted with the foundation for last so many years, what I have noticed is that their support, their philanthropy is unlike any other philanthropy or any other support. Not only they bring in the support, but they also bring in a sense of purpose. They bring in these wonderful experts, Sankar, Professor Anand, Professor Rajesh, that they all stand side by side with an institution in help develop a program, help develop the whole ecosystem of academic as well as research ambience. So this philanthropy is really shining through, and I wish IIT Guwahati the very best as they chart out the future in this particular discipline in the School of Data Science and Artificial Intelligence. Thank you very much, and Godspeed to IIT Guwahati. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Verma. Thank you for your nice words. and my colleagues in India and with the Mehta Family Foundation. First, I want to say I want to congratulate IIT Guwahati in creating this, brand new institution in India, especially dealing with undergraduate education in data science and AI. And I think you should be proud that this is really you're breaking new ground, and you can be a paradigm for many, many institutions to come. I've been involved in Indian science and technology, as Vijay knows, for now 25 years or so. But Rahul has been a true inspiration to me, and I'm sure to my colleagues here, in terms of creating emerging and new paradigms in Indian education and Indian science. I want to start by leaving you with the challenge. I mean, I know that data science is all pervasive. It can change, as Vijay pointed out, if you translate it to action, can create new policies, new approaches towards lifestyle and living in Indian conditions. But more importantly, I want to leave you with the challenge of thinking about other such new paradigm breaking sciences. I've been passionate about doing something in modern vaccine science and modern virology in India, doing things with energy. Energy is one of the most, emergent, requirements. And Rahul has already started initiating new initiatives in India in energy, new alternate energy sciences. Then there's the issue of climate and modernizing agriculture. All these new paradigms can be brought to Indian context. And I want to challenge all of you, especially I want to challenge Sandeep, Vijay, and us to see if we can create something really dramatically new in the coming years to make a difference in India. So I want to really, again, congratulate all of you. And we hope to be with you very soon and engage in helping transform this institution. Thank you very much.
I think it's my turn, right?
Yes, please.
Dear Ratanjit, Dr. Sitaraman, Chairman Modi, Vijay Raghavan, and Rahul. The fact that we are even meeting and continuing this conduct in the middle of a raging pandemic and an earthquake, and that too nearly 7 points less than an hour ago, it speaks to your resilience and resolve. It is impressive to the max. And when we started doing this due diligence, we were impressed by the drive Sitaram and his team brought forth. It's a little known fact. I spent some time in venture capital industry in my previous life, and we would have companies come by and talk to us about funding, and we made a huge impression on companies on the quality of money. Not all money is created equal. And what that means is that there are some venture capitals whose money you want to take because you really want their advice. And there are few venture capitalists you want to avoid. I have to tell you, having known Rahul for some time, there is probably not a more motivated and a better human being I've met, let alone an investor. So it is quite an honor for me to have been affiliated with, in any manner, with Mehta Family Foundation and to this project in particular. And the reason for that is that data science has been my passion in institution building for now 6-7 years now, and a path that I started on a while ago. So we are starting today a foundation for building a discipline and a talent pool in India. Understanding the world of data and putting it to practical use has definitely emerged as a critical, in fact, as critical as understanding materials and nature in engineering systems. Except that the scope of data is broader. It is key to understanding not only our physical world, but also our biological world, our economic world, our sociological world, all those words, perhaps nothing highlights the growing role of understanding data through the lens that the data science provides. And pandemic is, as Chairman Modi said, is a stark example of where it could be put to use. But it's a science is still in motion. It's a lens through which we understand who we are, where we are, and where we need to be in a better place. I was particularly impressed by, and I want to enforce the notion that Rahul mentioned, that IIT Guwahati leadership chose to address the harder problem first. Devising undergraduate program is definitely harder. It is a lot more responsible because it is a training and a degree that lasts the longest. Its identity is forever, and it forms a basis for lifelong learning. So once you get that right, the rest follows. So you took not the easy way out, but the harder way out. In that path, you can be absolutely sure that I will be available and happy to help you in any way I can to make this program successful and a leading edge transformation in India. I must say, everyone knows in my family I am the one with the sweet tooth. So I will definitely find an occasion to find those rasgullas to my way. But until then, please stay safe. And really, it's a sobering moment, but it is also a testimony to your resolve. And for that, I salute you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Be part of this momentous occasion. I am really looking forward that this very start goes a big way in years to come. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mehta Family Foundation and all. Thank you.